Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. We are back at it once again with some more 999. Let's see. It has been like 2 weeks. Thank you. Need to move that up a little bit. There we go. It has been like it's technically been, no, it's been 2 weeks since the last time I played this, but nonetheless, we are going to get right into it once more and see how it all goes. Let me get chat. Yes, 2 weeks indeed. So let me go over here. I wanted to clarify something for you. Yes, indeed. Let me actually raise this up. There we go. Wait, is Steam? Hold on. Is Steam capture overlay on this thing? Why are you doing that? No. Really? Then why is it capturing the FPS up there? Whatever. Continue. Believe this is the last. Yes. Yes. Resuming game. Okay, so when they go through another door, all the people who scan in must go. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. よし、7枚あるな。
So it wasn't the fact that Snake didn't get to the DEAD. Okay. Is that he didn't go in? He was screwed the moment the door closed. Yes. Because I remember, because it was just, yes, I do remember that being the case when I was kind of somewhat scrolling through the VOD today, just to remember what was going on. But either way, even if he had made it, it wouldn't have worked. Yes. So let's see. The pieces of paper they'd folded up lay on the ground next to Junpei's legs. Everyone had written on paper pulled from Junpei's notebook in an effort to pull together a blind vote. Blech. It's the first guy. Yes.
念のため確認するが、各自自分の呼び名と入りたい扉の番号は書いたな。
Democracy. I can probably put this like right there.
ちゃんと書いたわよ。
Hopefully.
まさかこんなところまで来て投票とはな。
Look, we need to solve this democratically, all right? Why had they decided to vote that way?
言ったもん勝ちはずるい。公平性を保つためだ。
Yes, we also have 5 hours. But we don't know what he was talking about when he said he lied to me. Democracy, 3 hours.
早くしろよ。言い出しっぺの順平くんよ。
Oh my goodness. They decided it wasn't fair to simply ask everyone at once. That would allow people to force others to go through certain doors. Oh boy.
分かったから落ち
Peer
着け
pressure,
って。
peer pressure. And he had a plan. It wasn't a plan he wanted anyone catching wind of. However, so he did his best to act calm and as he began to open and read the pieces of paper.
それじゃあ開票するぞ。まずは1枚目。一宮の希望は1の扉か。
Okay, naturally.
ああ、その通り。理由も言った方がいいかね。
Democracy, the run killer. Literally, if the US had to make any decision in 9 hours, we'd all die. Pretty much.
いや、時間がない。サクサク進めよ
Unless it's whether or not we go to a war with a country or not. He opened the second one.
次はサンタだな。6の扉が希望と。
ああ、書いてある通りだ。
That's fair. Junpei continued with the third, fourth, and fifth pieces of paper.
4つは
Got me
1。
there, yes.
ヤシラは2。セブンも同じく2の扉を希望してるな。
ちょっと待ってくれる？
Uh-huh.
私は嫌よ。そこの法年祭のご神体みたいな男と同じ扉に入るなん
Elephant
て。
man, alright. Fair
な
enough.
あそんなことをいちいち許してたらこの投票の意味がなくなっちまうだろ。
Oh boy. Ma'am, 3 hours. Yes, indeed.
諦めろ、ヤシロ。
Only time we can agree is when we're angry. Pretty much.
俺だっててめえみてえなロス教のババアとつるみたくねえんだからよ。
露出狂じゃないわよ。 ちゃんと服着てるじゃない。
You are okay. Yes, you are wearing clothes. Oh my
ほ
goodness.
とんど裸みてえなもんじゃねえ
But
か。
as Seven put it, technically
だっ
barely.
たら何なの
Especially in
よ。
comparison
そ
to
れの
everyone
何がい
else.
けないっていうの？
That is not correct. Correct.
公衆道徳的にいけないに決まってんだろうが。バーバーの干し柿みてえな体なんざ誰も見たくねえんだよ。
Oh! Oh! Wow! That screech! Oh my goodness! Lotus's hair flared out like the mane of an angry lion, and she roared with a voice that shook the walls. Oh my goodness. Wowza.
話しなさいよ。殺してやるからよ。
She is beautiful, not a raisin. This is correct. But still, oh, Seven, my mans. With some difficulty, Ace managed to restrain her.
順平君、さあ今のうちに続きを。
This is going psychotic already.
ああ、わかった。
We can go with man. What if the way they share the brain cell? Ooh. Seven simple man. That he is. Even before all of this occurred, even before we had to share a singular brain cell, Junpei tore his eyes away and looked down at the 6th piece of paper. He opened it.
紫、
Door number 6.
6の扉を希望か。
はい。特に理由はないんですけど、なんとなく。
All of the papers, save Junpei's, had been read. He did some quick calculations in his head.
ということは、
You would never know. Self-doubt. Never heard of her with one brain cell. Yeah, true.
1の扉の希望者は、一宮と四
Door
つ。
number 1. That was the door on A deck near the central staircase. Okay.
2の扉の希望者は、セブ
Door
ンと
number
いらっしゃ
2.
る。
This was the door on the bottom deck and could be reached by taking the elevator to the bottom of the ship.
6の扉の希望者
That would
は、
be the next to the. That would be next to the only upside, if any, with only one cell. This is also technically correct, or not technically correct. It is correct. Santa and June requested door number 6. This was the door on E deck and could be reached by taking the elevator near the central staircase down.
ってことになる。なら、
But did you?
俺が選ぶ
Wait,
べ
is
きは
this going to
あ
be
れ
a
だ。
choice I make? Oh boy. All right. It took him less than a second to run the numbers. He opened the 7th piece of paper and spoke.
さてと、最後は俺だな。
Is this going to be a big choice
俺
time?
の希望は、
Oh, it totally is. Yeah, it is. All right. So who do I want to go with? So I can either go with Ace and Clover, Seven and Lotus, or Santa and June. Do I want to go with... I kind of want to go with Ace and Clover. I haven't really spent much time with Ace. I don't remember anyway. Because what? Oh, darn it. The last one was the operation room. And I think it wasn't Seven and I haven't done room. Okay, yeah. Because the operation room was with June and you did Lotus, Santa, and June. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I wanna joke is that all of them share brain cell. It's whomever it's turn to be the smart one. Yes. Seven and Clover. Yes. Okay, it was Seven and Clover. I'm not crazy. So yeah, we'll do. I want to go with my man's Ace, since Snake is Requiesta de Pace.
俺の
Number
希望
1.
は、1の扉だ。
Santa was unconvinced. I'm sure he
おいちょっと
was.
待てよ。お前なんか
No.
様？
俺たちの希望を聞いてから扉の番号を変えたんじゃねえかって言ってんだ
You can look at the piece of paper for yourself.
そんなことできるわけないだろう。この紙に書いてあるんだから。
First door was Santa, Lotus, and June. Yep. Operating room was Seven and Clover.
見せ
Okay.
てみろよ。
構わないぜ。ほらよ。
Junpei shrugged and handed it to him. Santa examined it furiously. The others peered at it as well. As they did, Junpei quickly slipped the piece of paper he'd been hiding into his pocket. Although he'd never know it now, Santa had been justified in his suspicions. Junpei had switched papers. You little rat.
あらかじめ用意しておいた3枚の紙。
I had 3 pieces of paper ready indeed. For 1, 2, and 6, my mans. Come on.
そのうちの1枚は
Gaslight,
箱の中に
gatekeep.
残りを握って、
Gosh.
それぞれに隠し持つ。
Oh my goodness sakes. Well, he put a small mark on it so that he would never know, so that he would know which one was his. All right.
最後に
And Skeletor
自
voice.
分の紙が
Alrighty.
残るように気をつけながら開票を進めていけば、あとはみんなの投票の結果を見て
Ah, you
選びた
little
い扉
rat
の紙をすり替える
bastard.
だけだ。
Why did you do
選びたい
this?
扉が箱に入れておいた番号のものなら
Why can't you just be decisive, Junpei?
どうだ？なんて書いてある？
He fought the urge to smirk. He's a sneaky little bitch. Yes, he is. Santa snorted and tossed the paper aside, frustrated.
さて、とりあえずこれで1の扉に入るメンバーは決まったことになるな。私と四つ葉と順平君だ。
Indeed. 1 plus 4 plus 5 equals 10. 1 plus 0 is 1.
問題は残りの2チーム
Quick
だが、
maths.
俺と紫は6の扉を選んだ。
俺とヤシロは2の扉だ。
困りましたね。どちらのチームも2人だけじゃナンバリングドアは開けないです。
Well, guess you'll have to wait then, unless you want to go into 2 pairs of 3 and 1 stays behind. Or would it be 2 people staying behind? No, it'd be 1 person staying behind.
仕方ないわね。セブン、私たちが6の扉に乗り換えましょう。
3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 24. 2 plus 4 equals 6. That also works just as well.
俺は別に構わないぜ。何も2の扉にこだわりがあったわけじゃねえしな。それに若い女がチームに加わりゃ。
Why does that matter, Seven? Would you like to explain why that matters?
なあ、紫。
私は
Seven, please, indeed. June was at a loss for words. Lotus was not. Was that just another dick at Lotus?
何見てなさい。
Her eyes were the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. A shiver ran down Junpei's spine.
そもそもババアって。これだからデリカシーがない男は
Oh, I'm so sure, Lotus.
絶対に許さないんだから。
Remember when he thought the fake female chest with a hole in it was hot last time? Yes, yes, I do.
まだ言ってやがる。
Even after they separated at the staircase, Lotus was still muttering angrily to herself.
じゃあな、紫。
順平くん。
Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways again, but this time it didn't sting quite so much.
そんな顔するなって。ほら、セブンも言ってただろ。
I'm sure
9
it
の
will be
扉を見つけるまで
fine.
俺たちが離れ離れになることはないんだ。
If the funny you said and send it to. Thank you.
一時的に分離したとしても必ずどこかで合流するようになったの。そうしないと誰も9の扉を開けなくなっちまうからな。
I'm sure that could go
そういう
wrong.
風に
That
できてんだよ。
I'm sure that could go
この
wrong.
ノナリー
I'm
ゲーム
sure it
ってやつ
can,
は
considering this is the Nonary games. Seven's words took a weight off of Junpei's shoulders and felt much better. Might be all good.
だから大丈夫だ。
Nothing could go wrong. Totally
また後でな。
not.
はい。必ずまた後で。
Lingering uneasy remained, but they went their separate directions without much trouble. Junpei, Ace, and Clover headed toward A
着
deck.
いたぞ。A デッキだ。左手の扉だったよな。
They all just need to share the brain. They just all need the brain cell at the same time. That is going to make it into just 1/3 brain cell for each of them, and I'm sure everything will go disastrously wrong because of it.
それじゃ。
It opened and they walked through. Find the
サンタ
DEAD.
とヤシロが言ってた通りだな。
At the end of the hallway sat a door with a large red 1 upon it.
ナンバリングドアだ。
To the left of it, bolted to the wall, was the RED.
レッドもあるな。では私から先に行かせてもらおう。
Ace went first and waved his wrist over the scanner panel.
さあ、二人とも。
Junpei was next. Finally, listlessly, Clover lifted her arm. She leaned toward the scanner panel. The third asterisk clicked to life, shining brightly. Ace took hold of the lever.
さて。
He took a deep breath and turned to Junpei and Clover.
準備はいいか。行くぞ。
ああ、いつでも OK だ。
Yes, you keep saying your ellipses, Clover. Clover said nothing. She nodded, little more than a lethargic twitch of the head.
よし、それじゃ行こう。3、2、1。
Zero.
開いた。急げ。
They stumbled into the room.
どこだ。どこにある。
Frantically, Junpei scanned the room. There it is. His eyes stopped on the device that would determine whether they lived or died.
あった。ベッドはあそこだ。
Oh boy, it's the ending I thought. Oh boy. Next to the door they'd come through was the DEAD. As one, they ran to it. They put their hands over it as if they were fighting for it.
止まった。
ああ、止まったな。
You all live again. For now, Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Ace and Clover were breathing hard and fast.
ああ、いつまで経っても慣れないな、この感覚は。
俺は慣れたくなんてないな。こんな馬鹿げたゲーム。慣れる前にとっとと抜け出してしまいたいよ。
Agreed.
ああ、確かにその通りだな。
さてと。
Junpei looked around again, this time more slowly. Alright, hold on. I need to
ド
get
アがあるな。
better into my chair. There we
入
go.
ってきたのとは別の。開けてみるか。
Thank you. He took hold of the knob and easily, gently pulled it open.
操舵室か。
He closed the door again and turned to Ace and Clover. He fixed each other in turn with a meaningful stare. Well, he fixed each in turn with a meaningful stare, then spoke.
一宮、あんたは隣の操舵室を調べてくれ。
あ、ああ、わかった。
四つ葉、お前の担当はこの部屋だ。返事。
Junpei!
うん。わかったよ。
よし。それじゃあ始めよう。探索開始だ。
My mans, when did you grow up hair? Find a way out. Seek a way out. All right. The drawers. A map. Let's see. Stack of nautical charts. I think this is a nautical chart? There's this line on it. Here. When they got down to 3 hours. Yeah, that's honestly kind of fair. I think the line is on the route the ship is supposed to take. There are these dots all over the map. Oh, those are probably ports, like for a boat to stop at. Looks like the lines connect the dots. Okay. I mean, let's see. So, one's going to, I think that's, is that Iceland? No, it's Greenland, because Iceland's over here. That smaller one. He cheated and told a girl whose brother is dead to get over it. Yes. It's convenient that he finally seems to size it. Yeah, exactly, right when I was calling him out for it. And then West Africa, South Africa. I'm not, darn it, I don't know my South America countries too much. But either way, 2 stops in South America and then all the way to Australia. Nothing left in the drawer. Not even in the other drawers? No? No, okay, cool. Chair. A chair. A chair. Clover isn't talking much. Well, I guess that's understandable. I mean, she's been through a lot. Really, it's more surprising that she's still together enough to talk at all. Agreed. Oh, hey, would you look at that? A world map with the Atlantic Ocean in the center. There are a number of red pins in several locations. What do these red pins mean? You can't see it behind my model, but pretending I am angrily shaking my mouse over the map. Well, the nautical charts I picked up earlier have a map like this one. There you go. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins or something. Let's see. Well, what do you know? Looks like this one's a match to the pins. Okay, so we've got 7 locations connected by straight lines. Each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. New material has been added to the file screen. Oh boy, hold on. Let me move my drink slowly out of the way. Menu, file. Okay, so what's this new one? Nautical table. Oh great, a nautical table found in the chart room. It shows directions of southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. There is a word next to each point on the map. Full, half, slow, full. Oh, hold on. I'm getting my notes out again. Give me a second. Okay, there is a word next to each point on the map. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. That's what it says. Okay. Ahoy, sailor. Indeed. Give me 1 second while I take a sip. Okay, hold on. I know you can hear the turning of the little thing on the mic. I'm sorry. Let's see. Did June pay the brain cell, guys? Yes, please. I am not good with nautical nonsense. Nor the fact that I've been listening to an audiobook that involves a lot of... Well, it involves, like, Viking stuff and so forth, but there was barely any nautical talk except in the second book. Alright, so... Right, it shows directions of southwest, southwest. Okay. So, okay, hold on. I'm probably going to be giving this a lot more credit than it probably will. Okay, so from Japan, or right next to Japan, it's full. Australia, half. Madagascar, slow. South Africa doesn't have anything next to South Africa, actually, so. Africa. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And then North America. Half. And then I think that's supposed to be Spain? Spain. Actually, no, it'd be Portugal, I think. It's, since Spain is more inland. Portugal. Dead. And then UK. Stop. Let me... there we go. Probably giving this way more credit. But just in case. I forgot that my thing on my browser for Discord notifications still goes on. It's a pocket watch. There's a pocket watch. She sure hasn't been saying much. And she just keeps looking at the floor. She seems kind of sad. I wonder why. Okay, so 10:05. Okay, so pocket watch is on 10:05. This probably will not mean anything right now, but oh, excuse me. Goodness sakes, hold on. Give me 1 second. Someone keeps bothering me about nonsense. Hide. Okay, there we go. There we go.
懐中時計か
Voice he hadn't expected startled
ちょっと見せてもらえるかな？
Junpei from his examination of the pocket watch. Oh, pocket watch. May I look at it? Discord be popping up. Yes. Someone was about to go off on me about some esoteric stuff, and I'm like, I need to mute that right now. He spun around to find Ace standing in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed him the pocket watch.
おいおい、なんであんたがこっちの部屋に来てんだよ。
ちょっと様子を見に来ただけだよ。行けないのかい？
So far, no, thankfully. Well, not a problem, but...
別に行けないってわけじゃないが。
Junpei looked desperately around the room, anywhere but at Ace, trying to find a convincing reason to dismiss him. Ace opened his mouth, then took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face. Why?
はは、なるほどな。
What? Ace, what are you thinking, my man? He looked Junpei over. Yeah, what? And glanced at... No!
邪魔をしてすまなかったな。
Oh my goodness, no, it's not that way, Ace. No! Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left. Uh-oh. For no reason he could fathom, Junpei's head began to hurt.
だこれ、
A
頭の中が。
sharp pain in his head. What? How much time had passed? He wasn't. Did we literally just pass out? But he did notice when Ace strode through the door. His smile was more of a smirk, and he had the air of a man who knew more than his opponent.
そうそう、一つ確かめておきたいことがあったんだ。
What?
なんだよ。
What?
ちょっといいかな？
What? With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest.
おい、何すんだよ。
No way. Hold on.
人のポケットの中に手を突っ込むなんて。おい、やめろって。
Pervert! Pervert! He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. Oh, is he gonna find the other pieces of paper? The older man's hands, yeah, were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in his pocket.
なるほどな、やっぱりか。すり替えたんだな、例の開票の時に。
Yes, I did.
まあ、私は別に構わないんだがね。
Thank you,
こ
Ace.
うして自分の希望するナンバリングドアに入れたわけだし。
じゃあ、
なに、ただの好奇心だよ。気を悪くしないでくれたまえ。
Fair enough, I guess? Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, and then turned on his heel and left. It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense. Is there anything else in, like, the side drawers? Let's have a look. Nothing. Left drawer. Nothing. Then, obviously, nothing in there. A chair. Silver isn't very talkative. She looks kind of out of it. Is she thinking about Snake? I mean... makes sense. The shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in this blue one. Is it whiskey? There's something written on it. Is it pornography? Ship's log. Oh, okay. Huh? Ship's log, huh? New material has been added to the file screen. It's a wooden box. Maybe a case for letters? Hey, Clover, you ever write letters? Nothing. Okay. Actually, no, I need to go to files, don't I? Yes. Ship's log. Ship's log found in the chart room. The following is written on the last page. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving... Okay, no, hold on. I need to write this down. Okay. All right, we turned... Okay, so... Ship... Not hip. Ship. Directions. A hip ship, if you would. This is not the 1960s. Okay. After leaving port, we headed south and west. Okay. We turned southwest to steer around the continent, then proceeded northwest. We made port, and then... Okay. Port. Then changed our heading to east for a time, and are now heading due north. Soon we will dock in the United Kingdom, the homeland of this vessel. Okay. I don't get to spin around the book. That's disappointing. Oh, well. Okay. Look to the right. Oh, it's just the door. Junpei, are you trying to open that door? Yes. Forget it. It's pointless. I tried it earlier. It won't open. Can I leave? This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. The wheel! The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see? Glass cover has been smashed to pieces. Okay, what about that thing over there? Desk. Anything in the drawers? Nope. Oh, vent. What is this? Some kind of display? It looks like a little like an electronic scoreboard. I imagined it was added recently. My rival board at an airport. There's nothing on it right now though. Okay. I look at, is it? No, map's down here. Okay. Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay. Nope, not that. Okay, what's... Looks like there's some... Oh, the pocket watch. It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. Huh? The shape. Maybe. It does look like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. I imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. Give me a second. Mechanical pocket watch with a spring. It doesn't appear to be working. The hands have stopped at 5 minutes. Okay, hold on. Let me write this off. So, okay, so 5, okay. 10:05 39. Thank you. I'm gonna have to expand this even more. Okay, there we go. Turning the knob does nothing. Yeah, it's probably broken. It looks as though you can move the hands, however. We will find a way, or we will find a thing for that later, I imagine. Okay. Oh. An engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Well, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it, which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right, there isn't. It looks as though it was deliberately removed. Probably to stop us from just, you know, full sailing the ship out of here. An engine order telegraph. The handle's been taken off. If we can find a replacement handle, I could probably get it to move. A steering wheel. There are handles placed at regular intervals, so that it's easy to turn. Old school. Hey, a handle? I mean, maybe a compass. What destiny does it point us to? I really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Oh, come on, it was cool! Ugh. A steering wheel. Let's see if it... Whoa! Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship. It's moving. Huh. Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Yes. Well, let's try turning it again. All right, what was it? Darn it. Okay, so south. So, whee! Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out which way they actually put, or which way they turned all these things, didn't I? Oh boy. We don't have a lever for that yet. Or a handle, rather. No, okay. There's another room on the other side of the window. I can see a door over there. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I kind of just played myself there. Okay. It's a light. It looks kind of like a wilted flower. Okay. So, from Japan, they went south. Okay, hold on. Okay, ship slot. Okay, so after leaving port, we headed south and west. We turned... Okay. Okay, we turned southwest to steer around the continent, then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and now heading due north. Soon we will dock in the United Kingdom, the homeland of this vessel. Okay. 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 Direction shows southwest, north. Yes, okay. Full, yes. Okay, and Japan was full. Japan, okay, hold on. South full, headed west half, and then slow southwest. Did I actually put full near? I didn't actually. Hold on. So actually, South Africa should be full because they went from South Africa to North America. Okay, to northwest. And they went east at half, dead at Portugal, and then stop at the UK. Okay. Drank. All right, I will drank. One moment. Good drink. All right. One box doesn't look very interesting. And then there's this. All right, I've got the nautical chart that matches up to these pins. I don't think I need to spend any more time with this map. Okay. So I presume I have everything I need in this particular room. I think it's all about what would be the point of moving it. The ship is stopped. What would be the use of steering it? Yeah, I know. Still. Okay. Obviously, we can do something with the pocket watch. Nothing in the drawers. Nothing in the desk. Ah, a human hammer. They're often used to subdue large men like Seven. If only. What? That was a joke, of course. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Ace. You really kind of suck at making jokes. That was rather cruel. Just one on the other broken. Can't really use some that's broken. Okay. Room is just like the other one. Metal plates bolted over the windows. Heck, not just bolted. It looks like they've been welded on. No way in hell are we going to get those off anytime soon. I see this little string here, and it makes me want to click it. Yes, handle's been taken off. If we can find, yes. The issue is finding a replacement. Steering wheel. Old school, indeed. The scoreboard, nothing on it. We just have the pocket watch. There's got to be something. I searched the back of it. Broken pocket watch, manual, knobs doesn't work. Okay. Looks like this is the only exit. Ah, okay, it's the only exit. Okay. Well, then what about the door over back there? Whatever. Broken compass doesn't look like it'll be very useful. Okay, so that we can ignore. No, you little git. A wheel. Steering wheel, steering wheel. If we move it, then direction changes. I swear I some. Yes, I know. Okay. Okay, so you just want me to actually do it now. Okay, so we started off south. Okay, then west. Then we turned southwest. Then went northwest. And we made for port, then we went east. Then we went north. What the? Okay, good, it did work. The handle came off. Thank goodness. Ugh. Stooping so low. Are you zero? A handle. A handle that came off the steering wheel. A handle. The floor appears to be made out of floor. So, I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits! Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so Japan was full. And then half. Then slow. Okay. Then full. Then... Okay, so hold on. Ahead, and then what was the other thing on there? At least the floor isn't made of something like flesh. No, that would... Then this would be a completely different story. Probably written by one H.P. Lovecraft. And then... Dead slow. Wait, is there a oh, there is! Isn't there? There's dead slow, and then there's stop. Hold on. Stop. Nothing's happening. No, I don't think so. Take a look. Over there, above the door to the chart room. Oh? A crow? El Paso, Lom, Fos, El Paso, okay. There's something on the wall that looks like kind of an arrival board. There. There's only stuff displayed on the left side. What the hell is that? This. It's the name of the ports in the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Parting XX carrier, XX flight, XX at XXO. Like that. Oh, I get it. It does look like one of those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. There's only one that shows the arrival time. The time on the bottom, right? 47 seconds and 25 minutes past 7 o'clock. Perhaps that's the arrival time. Alright, so the one we have is 10:05:39. Now, question is... Okay, so 10 in military time / universal time is 22. So 22:05 is it? No, none of them have 22:05. There's only 22s. There's a whole bunch of words on the arrival board. It looks like they're showing the different stops on the ship's route and the time it's expected to arrive at the final destination. The time is set to 25 minutes and 47 seconds past 7. Okay, so that's probably what we need then for the clock. For the pocket watch, rather. 7:25:47. Okay. How would they specify seconds? Gee, I wonder why. Broken pocket watch can only move the hands. The knob doesn't work. Let me move it manually. I crave. Yes, I know it's locked. No, I want to hit the back. Thank you. I crave to move manually. Okay. So let's double check this. Okay. So there is an actual thing called stops, and we can't select dead slow, so that helps. So full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. There we go. Jackpot. Go there and now, making it stop, stop, stop. Yep. Oh, that's weird. I thought I put it in... I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. The same thing happened earlier, remember? There's been a change to the arrival boards. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Junpei, take a look. The display panel looks different. Yeah, you're right. Only the left half of it's on, though. Last line. It says that the estimated time of arrival at the final destination is 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. I wonder why they have seconds in there, too. Seems a little too specific. There's gotta be a reason for that. Oh, perhaps. Well, what's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. Hey, he took my pocket watch. Hey! What the hell are you doing? Just trust me. It should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to be so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Oh, so you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Well, let's give it a shot indeed. Nope, come on, nope. Some sort of lock's got weird shape and indentation. Pocket watch, putting it in there. There we go, perfect. Apparently Ace is the only one who can move the hands. Yes, only he has the nimble fingers that can move the hands of time itself. It says open now. Good work. It seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey, Clover. What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh. Well, let's go then. Clover. Whee. You found it. Wow, I think that was the fastest one we've ever done. I'll be real.
通路
そう呼ぶには小さすぎるな。ほとんど小部屋だ。
They found themselves in a small space outside the wheelhouse. Because it's like, that took us like less than an hour. I think even the first one took like at least an hour or a little over an hour. On their left was a wooden door.
そこの扉に
Unless
進
there's
む
a
しか
part
なさそ
two
う
to
だ
this.
な。
I mean, no, we got the screen and whatever.
ああ行こう
Junpei pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond.
へえ
Is that a thing about words, please? Morse code transmitter. It was full of all manner of the turn of the century electronic equipment.
何に使うかわかんない機械ばっかりだなこれは
Telegraph? Thank you. Yes. One smaller machine had a metal bar that ended in a circular handle. Ace seems to recognize it.
電源だな。モールス信号を打つときに使うものだ。
Yeah. He turned and slowly took in the room.
どうやらここは通信室のようだ。
Across the room from the door they'd enter through was another door.
あっちの扉は
A metal plaque was nailed to it.
キ
It
ャ
read,
プテンズキャビン船長室か
Thank you, translators.
みたいだね。
ということは、もしかするとこの先に。
That sounded so wrong. Yes, indeed. Ace swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands begin to sweat. You actually think Zero's behind that door? Wouldn't that seem a little too easy? Only Clover seemed unaffected.
とにかく開けてみよう。
She is right, you know. She walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. It opened easily, and without so much as a pause, she walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw... Oh! Awesome! Was a man on the floor, covered in blood. Junpei felt his body seize up, his mouth went dry, and he felt very, very cold. The blood in his veins slowed to a crawl, and his heart tightened in a fist. He even has a wristwatch. This was the third time he'd seen the horror of death laid out before him. He didn't think it was something he could stand to see much more of. Well, I'm sorry, Junpei, you're gonna see a lot more of it. Still, he had begun to accept that whatever it was that he saw, whatever happened to him, was beyond his control. And whatever force controlled him was driven by a determination that he could not hope to match. These rancy fucks with too much money went all out on the realism. Yes, they did. A sense of helplessness, of desperation, washed over him. It left behind a feeling of utter emptiness. Hold on. That is the music! It sounds like a geese squawking. Or a goose squawking. That is throwing me off so much. It left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body, like acid.
まだ確かめてもいないじゃないか。もしかしたらまだ生きてるかもしれないのに。
Check his pulse. Check his neck. Filled by that spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body, and his heart fell. Dead. When he touched his hand to his neck,
脈を
his pupils had dilated, and he wasn't breathing.
ダメか。くそ。それならせめて死因を。
Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. Rigor mortis is a heck of a thing. There was a deep red wound on his chest. Was he shot? Those wounds.
この傷。
Oh.
そうだ、凶器は。
Junpei did not have to wonder long.
これ。
Oh, a fire axe! He has a thing like Junpei, the wrist. Yeah, he has the Digivice, the wristwatch. For lying next to the corpse was an axe. The entire blade of it was drenched in bright red blood. From the shape of the man's wounds, there could be no doubt that it had been made by the axe. Junpei looked at the body again. A lake of blood stretched out around it. It was wearing the clothes of a ship's captain, although they were stained without blood.
この
Or
服。
with blood, not without. Silly.
船長。この男がゼロ。
Probably not. On his left hand was a bracelet. The number on the bracelet was 0.
ゼロのバングルか。
It is probably not the 0, but it was only then that Junpei noticed. Actually, it could be the 0. I don't know for sure. It was only then that Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. He couldn't help but laugh. There was nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, too straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it was a joke.
順平
まずはここから出る方法を探そう。
わかっ
Another one! Okay, I figured this was much too easy. Seek a way out. And probably solve the mystery of Mr. Zero. Captain's quarters. Okay, first we have a camera. Camcorder. Looks like it's pointed at the door. Well, the power's on. Why would someone want to videotape a door? Well, you see. Part 2. Indeed. Hold on. Okay. So this is the exit, huh? Don't even really have to try this door to know that it's locked. I knew it. It's blood-stained couch. Well, couch. Chair. Table. There's blood on the chair. Do you think this was the dead guys? Yeah, probably. There's something metallic on top of that table. Hey, is that a music box? Well, let's have a look. It's a music box. Oh, it's one of those old music boxes. How about we wind it up? No song I recognize. Why does it sound like that? Is it broken? Pins on the cylinder are all shaped weird. I don't think those are the pins. It looks like someone put something else on top of it. I think we're gonna have to take it apart to figure out what's going on, don't you? Probably. Music box. Sounds like a freaking ringtone. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, time to find a thing to disassemble this music box. A small table. Lamp. It's a lamp. It doesn't turn on. I don't think there's anything special about it. We check the bed. A bed. There's nothing in it. That's unfortunate. They look like batteries. There's a cable running from them to the monitor. Okay. This screen shows the big hospital room. There's just some random hallway on this one. The screen showing what's happening at the central staircase on B deck. The screen shows what's going on in a small room somewhere I don't recognize. This room on this screen looks really fancy. This one's central staircase on C deck. Don't recognize the room on this one. A bunch of weird buttons on here. Probably switch what you see on the screens. Do you know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. Oh, instructions, I see. Well, I guess it does change the... But what the hell is this? There's nothing on... There's clearly something written on this! Just static. Hey, isn't this the door on the screen? Hey, isn't that door on that screen the one right behind us? Yes. You're right. So whatever that camera sees is sent to this screen in real time. I wonder if that means something, you know? There's nothing on the monitor, just that's clearly not static. Whatever. Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he'd come into the room. The 4 screens along the bottom had a single letter each, spelling out
Z-E-R-O なんだかバカにされているみたいだよな。
Zero.
どう思う?
He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded.
別に
It seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse.
じゃあ、この男のことは本物のゼロだと思うか?
Clover shook her head weakly.
思うわけないでしょ。私言ったはずだけど、ゼロは私たちの中にいるって。
ああ、そうだったな。
Another player just like us, potentially.
この男について考えるのも大事かもしれないけど、今はそれよりもこの部屋から脱出することを優先しない？
Maybe.
いや、だが。
お願い。時間を無駄にしたくないの。
Clover looked miserable, as if she could start crying at any moment. Junpei just didn't have the heart to tell her no.
ああ、わかったよ。
Was his mind playing tricks on him, Junpei wondered? For a moment, he could have sworn he'd seen Clover smile. The drawers. Oh, great. What's the deal with this? Is it some kind of code? There are 4 rows of numbers. Hold on, let me clear my notes. There we go. They all start with a 0 and end with 8, F, N, or V, respectively. Maybe this has something to do with number bases. Oh, great. New material has been added to this. No, great. Files. Numerical chart. Okay, here we go. A numerical system chart found in the captain's quarters. 10 in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. Therefore, 11 is B. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so 10 equals A. 11 equals B. 12 equals C. 13 equals D. 14 equals E. And so on. The chart showed the rules for each numerical system. Okay, so. Oh, is it just a continuous string? Yeah, it is. Okay, weird. Fair enough, I suppose. Well, I'm gonna go through all these, otherwise I'm going to go insane. I know I probably said something to the effect of I'm not gonna bother looking at each and every one of these in a previous stream, but my mind goblins will not allow me to have those news stay there. Nothing static. the switches. Flip the switches. Nothing. Looks like it doesn't work anymore. Well, great. It would be a big brain plot twist if Junpei was Zero and very full of itself, or like a split personality thing. Potentially. I do not think that's the case, but who is to say? Okay, here we go. It's an old telegraph machine. Nothing suspicious in here. It's an old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. Small screwdriver. Okay, we can pick apart the music box then. A small set of screwdrivers. Perhaps we can use them to dismantle small devices. Fine. Alright, the screwdriver ought to make short work of this music box. It's a cylinder. Looks to be a cylinder for a music box. There are a number of pins and some pieces of metal that look rather like fans attached to it. Stadayo. Ink. A bottle of ink. It's filled with ink. Awesome. Great. Nothing in the drawer anymore, okay? Look at that later. It looks as though that drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole, though. An electric lock, perhaps? Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, there's some cables over there. That must mean... Hey, what's this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. A white piece of paper. It's blank. Combine it with the ink. Combine it with the cylinder. Darn it. Gotta try at least. This is a really long cable. The tip is hooked onto one of the desk drawers. There's a pair of headphones on the desk. An early telecommunications device. Most likely used to transmit a radio signal of some sort. I experimented with it earlier, but to no avail. I imagine it's broken. What about the cylinder? Guess people used to communicate back, use this to communicate back in the day. Whatever it is, it doesn't work. Yes, it's called Morse code. It's a telegraph key, a machine for transmitting Morse code. I tried sending an SOS earlier, but I doubt that did anything. Zero would never make it that easy. So you think it's broken? No, it works. I'm just not sure if it actually transmits anything outside of the ship. Okay. Okay, now that just does that. Hey, Ace, look! It's a model of a steam train. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Hey, Ace, look! It's a monkey with glasses. Darn it, man. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Alright, but for realsies. To be honest, I have no goddamn idea what this thing really is. It's probably some kind of radio transmitter. No, not that. Just a normal light. Well, it won't turn on, so maybe not that normal. It looks like a hook. That wasn't a joke. I know, man. Clock. A clock mounted on the wall. The hands aren't moving. A little surprised that the time is wrong then, I suppose. And there's nothing on the back. Chair. A chair. I even get to click on this thing right here. Old telegraph, not suspicious. I honestly have no idea how it works. Okay. Batteries, cable. Back. Okay, so it's only this thing and the way we came from. Junpei, what are you doing? I want to leave. We've searched the wheelhouse from top to bottom. There's no reason to go back. In fact, don't you think it would be wise to investigate the captain's quarters? I think we ought to check both rooms, don't you? I have been checking them. Light. It looks like a pretty flower. Kinda like been watching too much TV. I don't know a goddamn idea. Radio transmitter. Okay. Hey, so look, there's a big ass rat trap over here. I told you that's a telegraph key. It is a device that transmits messages through Morse code. I would like to... Telegraph, ace, yes. I'm trying to find... something. Pair of headphones. I can't hear anything. Guess whatever they were connected to doesn't work anymore. And I can't click on this thing over here. That thing can't be clicked on. And that just brings me to here, which doesn't do anything for me. Hum-de-hum-hum. I want to click this. Nothing in the drawer. Nuh-uh, there's air. How old are you, 9? No, we just got one brain cell. It's fine. Okay. It's like whatever the camera sees shows up on the screen behind us. So yeah, I put my hand here in front of it. Shows up on the middle of the top screen back there. You've got a short lifeline, Junpei. Hey, mind your own business! The control panel for the electronic lock. I guess I've got to put in a passcode. I don't think it's just about numbers. There's a hole in the bottom of it right here, right there. I think you need to put a key in it first. And it's a sister with the brains. Indeed. A little rectangular hole. I think it's a keyhole of some sort. With the right key, I should be able to unlock it. Okay, now what haven't I clicked on? Bed, nothing suspicious. Small table, lamp, nothing to see. Chair. Blood on the chair kind of creeping me out. Well, it used to be a door. Metal plate. Well, even without the metal plate, the desk's in the way. Indeed. Drawer, nothing inside. The switches on the screen, doesn't work anymore. Front door, static. Static. No, shut up. Z on the sheet. We already did the thing. Music box. Runs a song. Looks like there's something besides the pins on the... Yeah, it looks like little metal fans, I guess. Okay. White piece of paper. It's blank. Bottle of ink. Well, that would be pretty great if we had an old school pen, but otherwise it's pretty useless. That doesn't work. I guess I'll put... Oh my goodness sakes alive! Guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. And now we use this. Now I just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper, and I'm right. If I'm right, the ink should. It was okay. There we go. Let's see. A Morse code chart. I cannot read Morse code for the life of me. What is this? It's just a bunch of lines and dots. I put ink on the cylinder from the music box. Then I rolled it across the paper and it left this. Is it some kind of code? I think it's probably Morse code. It is Morse code, Junpei. Oh, Morse code. Now we go back. And we do... Let me hit the thing. No, not that. Get. This. Telegraph key. Yes, use the... Oh my goodness sakes. Please, for the love of Jebediah. Just as you suspected, right? Now you have a pattern of dots and lines on the paper. I imagine it's Morse code. These dots and lines are the dots and dashes of Morse code. Yes, I would like to use them. All right, I've got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen. I hope. All right, let's give this a shot. Okay, so how do I actually do this? Does it... Oh, okay. How do I do a dash? Okay, yes, it's hold down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I didn't mean to do that. No, reset. There we go. That's the last one, and yes. Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. Excellent. It's a book, and I saw a knife, I think. A red file lay in the drawer. Junpei reached down and picked it up.
背表紙に何か書いてあるな。ALLICE。
All ice, Alice.
ALLICE。
Indeed.
アリス。ってことは、もしかして。
Junpei couldn't hold back. He had to know what was in that file. It's a bunch of hieroglyphics. Each page was covered with strange characters. They looked like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in the file, and each was full of these strange symbols. That is what Seven talked to. Yes, indeed. The mummified, the girl that never decomposed.
なんだよ、これ。
Alice. He didn't realize he'd spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him.
ヒエログリフだな。
Indeed.
古代エジプトの文字だよ。
Ancient Egyptians.
古代エジプトの文字
そうだ。
読めるのか？
ああ、もちろん。読めるわけないだろう、そんなの。
Thank you. I was about to say, Ace, please, this is not the time for you to just suddenly pull out you can read ancient hieroglyphics.
なんだよ。
Junpei flipped through a few more pages. It wasn't just one or two pages that were covered in the strange symbols. Every single page was covered in them.
これ全部がそうなのかよ。
Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made to close the file. And something fell out.
何か落ちたな。
He bent down and picked it up.
カードキー？
Oh. There was a symbol on it that reminded Junpei of the symbols for the Saturn and Mercury keys. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol.
ウラヌス。天皇制のマークだな。
Uranus. Junpei looked over to see Ace examining the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved on the card as well. Bottom Deck Library.
右下のところに
Nice.
何か書いてあるな。ボトムデッキライブラリー。ボトムデッキの図書室の鍵ってことか。
どうやらそのようだな。
ボトムデッキ。図書室。
That means there's a library we can go to. Junpei remembered something he heard from Seven when they'd been in the chemical closet.
確か薬品庫でセブンが。
ギガントのへそ
Yeah,
の
there
下
we go.
知識の森を抜けた小部屋にアリスは眠っている。
もしかしてへその下ってのはボトムデッキのことで、知識の森ってのは
I suppose
図書
so.
室のことなのか。だとすると、その図書室を通り抜けた先にアリスか。
どうしたんだね。何やら考え事をしているみたいだが。
Junpei blinked. Only then did he notice Ace looking at him, curiosity and concern written across his face in equal parts.
ああ、ちょっとな。気になることを思い出したんだ。
へえ、よかったら話してみてくれないか。
まあいいけど、笑うなよ。
No promises. There was no reason for Junpei to hide his thoughts. He began to explain his theory to Ace. Then he stopped. It wouldn't make any sense if Ace didn't know who Alice was supposed to be. So he told Ace everything June had told him.
エジプトの王女のミイラにアイスナインか。なかなか興味深い話だね。
そのタイタニックの事故現場海域から回収された常温でも溶けない凍りついたままの少女はオールアイス、アリスと呼ばれていたらしい。それを買い取ったのがゴルダイン卿というイギリスの大富豪らしいんだが、
Lord Gordain.
セブン曰くその大金持ちがこの船のどこかにアリスを隠したって話だ。
そしてその隠し場所がボトムデッキにある図書室の先の小部屋。
Potentially.
じゃないかと。
まあただの推測ではあるけどな。
Ace stared off into the distance, his hands slowly and absent-mindedly stroking his beard. After a few moments, his hands stopped. He turned slowly to look at Junpei, and his brows drew together.
なあ、淳平君。キャスレートという言葉聞いたことない
That's a new one. Okay, no.
キャスレート
CAS
Cells Alive
セ
system.
ルズアライブシステムの頭文字を取ったもので、
Oh, it's like when people go into like that cryo sleep thing.
要するに細胞を生かしたまま凍らせる技術のことだ。通常生鮮食品を凍らせると細胞内の水分が膨張して細胞膜を傷つけてしまう。だがキャスレートを使えばそうはならない。過冷却状態にしてから瞬時に凍らせるため細胞膜を守ることができるんだ。もともとは冷凍保存によって食品の味が劣化してしまうのを防ぐために開発されたものだが、今では全く異なった別の分野での応用も始まっている。
別の分野って？
例えば医療とかあるいは宇宙開発とか。
Yes, as I was saying, the cryo sleep.
宇宙開発？
コールドスリープって聞いたことがあるだろ？
Cryogenic freezing.
SF ものの映画や小説なんかでしばしばガジェットとして用いられるものだ。長期間に及ぶ宇宙旅行を凍ったままの状態で過ごすという例のあれだよ。
That was when Junpei understood what Ace was suggesting.
あ、ちょっと待ってくれ。
Ace looked at him and raised an eyebrow.
もしかしてお前アリスがそのキャスレートとかいうやつで。
It's true, Alice is a
可能
time
性は極め
traveler.
て低いが考えられないこともないだろう。
Technically speaking.
アイスナインという特殊な氷が本当に存在するとして、さらにその氷が過冷却状態から一気に凍りついたものだったとしたら、
アリスが生きてるっていうのか？
断言はできない。できないし、私はただ可能性のうちの一つと
We
して
don't know unless we find
アイ
her.
スナインの融点は36度なんだろ。だとしたらその温度を超えるようなところに彼女が保管されていた
Yes,
とすれ
like
ば
Florida.
そんなバカな。自然に溶けて動き出したとでも言うのか？
バカなことを言っているというのは十分承知しているさ。だがね、そう考えれば隣の部屋に横たわっている男の件を説明できるんだよ。
あの船長服を着た男のことか？
ああ、そうだ。奴は死んでいた。殺されたことは明らかだ。では奴を殺したのは一体
That
誰？
is a fantastic
我
question.
々7人の中には存在しない。犯行が不可能だからだ。船長室へと入るにはまず1の扉を開かなければならない。その1の扉へと至る通路は地球の鍵穴があるドアによって塞がれていた。その鍵を開けたのは誰だったかな？
Unless it was self-inflicted.
サンタとヤシロだ。
うん、そのようだな。だがその2人だけでは1の扉は開けない。ならばその後はどうだろう？誰が1の扉を開けたものは？
Maybe the zero from the previous nonary game. I have no idea. Junpei thought for a second.
いないな。サンタとヤシロは地球の鍵を使ってドアを開けた後、Eデッキから戻ってきた俺たちと合流した。そして大病室で一宮、セブン、四つ葉と再会。俺たち4人がシャワー室にいる間、一宮、セブン、四つ葉の3人は大病室で待機していた。だがその3人では1の扉を開くことはできない。それなら俺と紫がエレベーターに乗り込み2の扉を調べに行った時はやはり無理だ。その時間はほんの5分程度で、とてもじゃないが誰かが船長室に行って戻ってくるのは不可能だった。
ということは我々7人の中に犯人はいないことになる。だとしたら
It was the time traveling Egyptian girl. She did it.
はるか昔から
Potentially.
この船に隠れ潜んでいた人物と考えれば説明がつくんじゃないかね。そいつは船内の構造について熟知していた。排気ダクトやそれと似たような隠し通路の存在も全て知っていた。もしもそうだとすると、そいつにとってはナンバリングドアなんてものは何の意味もなさないことになる。隣の船長室に入るのもたやすいことだっただろう。
それがアリスだっていう。
Potentially. Only potentially. It was Junpei's turn to raise an eyebrow. Ace drew his thumb across his lips thoughtfully.
まあくまでも可能性のうちの一つとしてだがね。
オールアイス。アリスは本当にこの船のどこかにいるのか。
Junpei had only one clue. The key card in his hand.
おそらくこのカードキーを使えば知識の森に踏み込むことができる。だがその先は、知識の森を抜けた先には一体何があるっていうんだ。
The fruit of good and evil?
まあ、いずれにせよこの場でどうにかなるような問題じゃないな。今考えるのはやめておこう。
He gripped the key card tighter and shoved it deep into his pocket. New material has been added to the file screen. But first the knife. The unique key, rather. A key with a leather case. I'm not going to do the Skeletor voice when voicing other people. It isn't metal. My guess would be ceramic. Junpei, have you found a keyhole that might fit it? Yes, we have. First, let me look at the file. Information about Alice. A file found in the communications office. It says all ice on the spine. Oh, goodness sakes, excuse me. All the pages are filled with hieroglyphics from ancient Egypt. I had a very big lunch today, and it is trying to come back for revenge. The control panel for the electric lock. Looks like it's got a keyhole on the bottom right. Maybe the key I got earlier. Sweet! Just had to put that key in, and now it's on. Junpei, look! There's a minus sign on the screen. There are 8 of them. That probably means we've got to put in 8 digits. I could actually watch that cartoon if you were the voice of the bad guy, potentially. Let's see. Do you think you can figure it out? Maybe. So which one? It would be in the file. Which one had 8 digits in it? It was in numerical system, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on, let me just test something. 8 digits, huh? Once I put in the 8-digit number, I just press E to enter it. And if I mess up, I guess I just press C. Alright, so let's give it a shot. I figured as much. What's the passcode? I'm pretty sure I've searched every part of this room by now. It has something to do with that numerical chart, and I'm going to be very upset about it. I wonder why the screen just shows the exit. I mean, it's just a door. I know, right? The 4 on the bottom just says 0. The 4 on the bottom just say 0. The exit. Cameras? Maybe. And those 4 letters? Maybe. Oh, don't tell me. Hold on. Hold on. Am I seriously going to look up? So E is 14. I'm going to lose my mind 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Thank you. Let's see. So, F, G. Why did you have to be named 0? Why couldn't you be named something that didn't have a letter at the very end of the friggin' alphabet? B, C, D, F, G, H. I. J. K. L. M. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. Z. Now let me actually type that all in. A. Q. R. X, Y, and Z. This probably won't end up being the correct code, and I'm going to be very mad at myself, but you know what? We ball. So let me see how this works. So, yes. Okay, so it does do that first. So, Z, 36, E, 14, R, 28, O, 24. Hell. What's the passcode? I'm pretty sure I've searched every part of this room by now. Right, so let me look at the little file thing. So it goes all the way to V on here. Let me think. Okay, so it's just 0. Okay, so 0, E, R, O are all there. Just the actual Z is missing. So it makes me wonder if I literally just put in 0, 0 on that part. There's nothing else in here, just that key. So literally, it is just this part. On, yes, no kidding. I wish to put in the code. All right, so 0, 0. And then E is 14. R is 28. O is 24. Damnation. All right, we'll do it backwards. 24, 28. 14, 36. Double damnation. Shit. Wrong again. Hey, Junpei. Didn't you find a list of numbers and letters? Don't you think that might be a clue? Yes, I know it's a clue, you Where's my file? Indeed. Okay. B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. It only ends at V is the issue. Ten is base, A in hexadecimal, therefore 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and so on. This chart showed the rules for each numerical system. Alright, so is this going to be one of those things? Okay, so V is 32. So let's pretend for a moment that it just repeats back to 0 after V. So V is 36. So V, W, X, Y, Z. I have literally no other suspicions at this point, because I hate the hexadecimal system with a burning passion. So 0, 3, and then 14, 28, 36. Damnation. Damn it. Why isn't this working? Hey, Junpei, look at the letters on the monitor. Don't you think that... Yes, I know. I know. I'm literally trying to figure out how the Z... The other one spells Z. Yes, I wonder why. There's only one letter per monitor. I wanted to say 0. They only in one monitor, but why? Maybe. There's a reason for it. Yes, I know. Literally, there is no Z on the thing, is the issue. Maybe that's a clue. It's like, I'm trying to figure this out because I've written out the whole hexadecimal thing in my notes. A, B, C, D, F, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Yeah, I haven't missed any of it, but it only goes to V on this. So where's the Z in all of it? Is the only issue. If they want to say 0, and it's not 0, 0 on the code. Yes, yes, okay. So we're just gonna do this again. And 14, 28, and then 24. It's gonna tell me no, and then I'm gonna back out. I don't get this. What the hell am I supposed to do? Junpei. This says yes. Got B11C. Yes, I know. I know. Let me put it in again. Okay, so 36 for 0. Or for Z, not 0. That'd be silly. And then E, 14. And then R, 28. And then O, 24. Enter. Nothing. Screw this, I'm so lost. There's no way in hell I'm gonna figure this one. Junpei, you know the letters on the screen. I'm aware. Yes, I know. How about Z or E or R or O? Oh, I get it. Yes, I'm aware. I'm literally putting it in. Like, what order do you want me to put it in then? Do you want me to put it in numerically? What do you want? Literally, it's because... Oh, goodness sakes. 28... 24. Z. E. R. O. 0. Oh my goodness. I am very close to just giving up and looking at it online because it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4. The positions are right there. I am literally inputting it correctly on the thing. The only clear thing is that 0 is full of himself. Indeed. Like, okay, let's try putting it in numerical order, I guess. So E is 14. Yes, yes. E. 24. 28, 36. Yeah, no surprise there. Oh my goodness, I'm looking it up. I don't care anymore. Alrighty. I do not care anymore. Blah, 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 blah. What is it? Hold on. No, what? Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, darn it. I misentered the thing. My notes screwed me up. Okay. That's on me. I will grant it that. All right. Fine. I literally put 28 as R, not 27. That's on me. All right, I'll grant you that one. 14. 27. And then, 24. There we go. I did have the right idea multiple times. I just messed up on the notes. Okay. Good job, Junpei. Goodness sakes, get me out of this room, please. Excellent. You seem to have unlocked it. All right, let's go. Keyhold, yes. You found it. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit before turning left, like a great backward L.
よし、行くか。
Hold on, let me... It's okay, most of these puzzles go over my head because of math. Yes, that's fair enough. I hate the hexadecimal system so much. Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightaway. He ran, and ran, and ran. At the end of the hallway was a door.
次はあのドアか。
He made straight for it.
張り紙
He was nearly halfway to it when he noticed a piece of paper in the middle of the floor. Junpei skidded to a halt.
これは
He dropped down to his hands and knees and quickly tore the paper off of the floor.
A デッキの船内マップだ。
Okay.
どうした？何か見つけたのか？
Ace, slightly slower by virtue of his advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei.
ああ、どうやら船内のマップらしい。
He showed Ace what he snatched from the wall. He looked at it long enough to determine what it was and nodded.
なるほどな。
With that, he began running again, past Junpei.
反応薄いな。これは取っておくとして。
Indeed.
俺も早く行かないと。
Junpei shoved the map into his pocket and got up to follow Ace. But something stopped him.
あって、俺、四つ葉はどこだ？
I'm curious, though. That's my... Oh, goodness. All right, we're about to hit potentially an ending. Okay. Well, we probably will hit we probably will hit a ending by the end of this, but still. Goodness. All right. He turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
たく何やってんだあのガキンチョは。
Junpei muttered, "Oh, I didn't oh, darn it. No matter. I saved close enough to the choice. It's fine." As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarters, her hand on the doorknob.
四つ葉
As Junpei watched, she closed it gently and quietly.
何やってたんだよ。
I was about to say, what you up to?
別に
Uh-huh.
別にって。
Ruining my plans? Clover had unconsciously put her hands over the pockets of her jacket as if trying to hide something. What you hiding?
なんだよそれ。
何が
What you hiding?
ポケットの中。何か入ってるだろ
ああ これ
Yes.
これはそのなんだろ
Show me.
う、よくわからないや。
Show me right now.
はあ
いいから早く行こう。
No, show me right now. You little git. All right. With that, Clover ran straight past a somewhat confused Junpei. I love the TFS Vegeta quote. Thank you. As she did, he caught a glimpse of her back.
あれ四つ葉、お前その背中の。
Sticking up from her collar was something that looked like a big wooden stick. Oh no, she took the axe, didn't she?
棒おいお前服の中に何
She
突っ込
took
んでん
the
だ
axe, didn't she? She didn't respond. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared.
虫かよ。
Yes.
ああもう
Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later and ran off after Clover. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of
大
stairs.
階段。やっぱりここに出たか。地図にあった通りだな。
Indeed. It was just what he'd expect to see after reading the map. His I see after reading the map himself meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing.
一宮はこの下か
Maybe. He put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down.
いたな。
I don't... Where?
見て、
Whatever.
他の4人もいるよ。
I almost have enough to head pad again. Just need 15 more. There you go. Just need a little more time. And not just Ace. Santa, June 7, and Lotus as well.
マジか。
行こ
Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached B deck at the same time.
う。純平くん、四つ葉ちゃん。
Hello! June's face was excited. Something had happened. That much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her.
どうしたんだ
Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
なんです。
Oh, door number 9?
何が
見つかったんですよ。
だから何が
Door number 9. Yeah!
9の扉が見つかったんです。
なんだって
とにかく行こう。ついてきてくれ。
ああ
Let's go! Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs.
ま、そういうこった。
お先。
では私たちも行こうか。
The rest followed.
純平くん、いよいよですね。
The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each one of them felt.
ああそうだな
Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it, at least not just yet. We still have like, what, probably 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours left? Still, if everyone said that it was door 9, then it probably
ついに
was.
来たか
He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one.
ナンバリングドアの先へ進めるのは3人から5人まで
Indeed.
今行動を共にしているのは7人だから少なくとも2人はあぶれることになる2人何かいい方法があれば
I
いいん
mean,
だが
again, we can just come back for them once we get to the exit. Junpei looked over at the clock.
4時30分
An hour and a half left. Oh
タイムリミット
boy.
だねあと90分か
おい、俊平、
Spicy.
紫、何やってんだ、早く来い。
Wait, hold on. Is the last choice going to be do we stay or do we go? And solve the final one? That may be the final choice for this route. Oh boy, I'm excited. Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
行きましょう、純平くん。
June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could.
あ
Junpei followed. They were quiet for a while until C deck. They had just reached C deck when Clover spoke.
ねえ、2の扉は
We're not going to worry about door number 2. Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover. we are not going to worry about. We have an hour and a half left.
2の扉がどうしたって？
まだ調べてないでしょ。2の扉だけ。
We do not have time.
ああ、そうだな。
いいの？このまま2の扉
Yes.
調べなくても。
それよりも今は9の扉の方に。
Plus, I'll just load up a save later and go through it later.
行って。9の扉があるところに行って。
To get out, woman.
7人全員じゃ。でしょ？だったらそこに行く前に、やれることは全部やっておこうよ。
Oh my goodness sakes.
例えばジグソーパズル。
That's not no.
隅を埋めてないのに、真ん中にピースを置こうとするなんて、そうじゃない？それとも何？このまま7人で9の
Well,
扉があ
not
ると
all
ころに
seven.
行っ
We
て、
can literally come back
またい
later.
つものように、誰が残るだの残らないだの。
We have an hour and a half left.
バカの一つ覚えみたいにさ。2の扉の先を調べれば、何か方法が見つかるかもしれないじゃん。
Going to lose my mind over you,
全員
woman.
で脱出するための。そこに何があるのかはわからない。もしかしたら、
Well,
何もないかもしれない。
you and person number 2 can potentially go through door 2 if you're that obsessed with it. The rest of us are going to go through door number 9.
でも調べないよりは、調べた方がマシでしょ。
Over the secret run killer. I mean, she potentially has the axe behind her back, so yeah.
違う？
Quite literally secret run
私、
killer.
なんか
Person
変な
2
こと言
is
ってる
dead.
かな。
Yeah, Snake's dead, so she probably just, is probably gonna kill everyone else in retaliation because of her brother's death.
確かに、その通りかもしれない。
The others nodded in agreement.
さっき時計を見たとき、4時半だった。
We don't know. Now is not the
た
time.
っぷりと時間があるってわけじゃないが、急げば一部屋ぐらいは調べられるだろう。
Oh my goodness.
そうですね。とり
No.
あえず行ってみましょう。
Oh my
二の
goodness
扉の
sakes,
方。
people. They were back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large hospital
こ
room.
のエレベーターを降りれば、2の扉か。
メンバーはどうする？
そうだな。
私が行くよ。
Oh, well, okay.
じゃああとは俺と紫とセブンだな。
4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 equals 20. 2 plus 0 equals 2.
おい、何勝手に。
俺は構わんぞ。決め直す時間がもったいないしな。
Indeed.
純平君、私は大丈夫ですから。
だとよ。
ねえ、もういいでしょ。
That ending Clover
What the
went crazy. Yeah.
じゃ、行ってくるね。
I mean, could be a lot worse than some other bad endings for characters I've seen.
行ってきます。
ああ、気をつけてな。
They climbed into the elevator and Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke.
ヤシロ、ちょっと付き合ってもらえないかな。
付き合う？
To door 9.
交際したいってこと？残念だけど、私子持ちなのよね。
Yeah,
それでもいい？
you've had kids?
いや、そういう意味ではなく、一緒に来てもらいたいんだ。
いやーね、真に受けないでよ。で、どこに行くの？
ちょっとな、見せたいものがあって。
おいおい、待てよ。俺はのけ者か。
いや、そういうわけじゃないさ。
Yeah?
ヤシロに見せたら、君にも拝ませてやる。
Why are you only showing us one at a time then?
本当か？
ああ、本当だと思う。
Ace's smile was
わ
friendly.
かったよ。それじゃあ好きにしてくれ。
ありがとう。で、ヤシロはい
いわ、付き合ってあげる。4人が戻ってくるまでしばらくかかりそうだしね。 こんなところで待ってても手持ち無沙汰なだけだから。
Oh goodness, this
助か
might
る
be
よ。
good, this might be bad.
それじゃ行こ
Everyone in that room is probably dead, actually. If Clover has the axe, June's dead, Santa's dead. Seven's probably gonna be the first to die because of how strong he is, and therefore Clover's gonna kill him first. Ace turned and began to walk. Lotus followed. They disappeared into the hallway on the left. Time seemed to drag as Junpei waited for the others to
み
return.
んな遅いな。一宮たちも一体どこまで行ったんだ？
Suddenly, the elevator opened. I knew it, you. Oh no, you murdering son of a bitch.
あ、四つ葉。お前が一番乗りか。
It was only Clover inside. He didn't see the rest. I knew it, you. She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposefully, stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her.
他の三人は？
You took the axe
Do
and you
something.
murdered everyone. She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei. And you're gonna kill me next.
一宮とヤシロは？
ああ、あの二人なら何かを見に行くってあっちの通路に行ったよ。
Junpei explained what had happened.
そう。じゃあ二人は
Mm-hmm.
大階段の方に行
If
った
I
ん
get
だ
the
ね。
chance, I am going to murder you so hard. Her voice was small and timid.
うん。だと思
He repeated his earlier question.
う。それよりも紫とサンタとセブンは
Dead.
どうしたんだよ。
With axe wounds
なんで
in
一緒
their
じゃないんだ。
either necks, or heads, or chests, or all three.
教えて。
Yeah, I do. There was something wrong with her smile. Yeah, she's gone full psycho. She's gone full Patrick Bateman.
おう。
そう。それじゃあ。
Yeah, here we go. Pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it onto the floor at Junpei's feet. Is
Huh?
it their hands? Did you keep their hands as souvenirs? On the floor in front of him were 3 metal rings. What?
ば
Oh, yeah, you chopped off their arms, didn't you? Oh, yes, you did, so you could go everywhere. Oh! Mmm. Junpei collapsed.
嘘だろ。
Ah, you little git.
嘘だ。嘘だ。
Junpei's body felt like rubber. Kill her. Kill her. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest, and his hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. The 3 bracelets sat there on the floor before him. He could see the numbers on their faces. 3.
7番。
Yep. And 6.
6番。
最後に番号を外す方法について聞く。
Mm-hmm.
それは2つしかない。1つはこの船から脱出すること。もう1つは心拍数がゼロになる。
Yep.
外に出るか、はめている人間の心臓が停止するか、
Ah.
外れるようになっている。
どうして。なぜ。
Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold.
私はただ
Yep,
お
there it
兄ちゃんの
is.
仇を取っただけ。
There it
お
is.
兄ちゃんは3の扉の奥に放り込まれて殺された。
Oh,
その
boy.
扉を開くにはお兄ちゃん以外に。じゃあその2人って誰？ 組み合わせ的に考えたらサンタとセブンしかいないんだよ。だから
And of course, you murdered June as well because she just happened to be there, and yeah. 2 plus 3 plus 7 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3.
なんでだよ。なんでだよ。だったらどうして。
二人をかばおうとしたから。
Yeah, I mean, that it wasn't the reason I gave, but it's as basically as much of a
邪
reason.
魔だったの。だ
Yeah.
から一緒に。
そんな。そんな。
Oh boy. Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what had to be a dream.
嘘だ。嘘だ。
It couldn't be real. It just couldn't.
ねえ、純平。
My turn to die. He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human.
行こう。
Oh, excuse me. I didn't pick up on the mic, but excuse me. Her hand reached out toward him.
二人で脱出しようよ。この船を出るの。
4 plus 5 does equal 9, so, you know.
言ってるんだ。
Do I want to leave with her or not? I mean, I don't want to, but she's gonna kill me if I say no. Because Junpei's not gonna kill her.
ナンバリングドアを開くには。
You need at least, or do you, oh wait, you need 3 people, don't
う
you?
ん。そうだね。
Yeah, okay, yeah.
さっきも言った通り。でも、これさえあれば。
Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something
お
out.
前それ。
It was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. Did you kill Ace and Lotus? Oh, you took you took zeros. Yeah, 0.
ゼロの。なんだよそれ。ポケットの中。何か入ってるだろう。
Oh
あ
goodness.
あ、これは。ね、わかったでしょ。ゼロのバングルがあるから大丈夫なんだよ。私と純平の
Just
二
the
人だ
zero.
けで。
Yeah, and I'm not. 4 plus 5 plus 0 equals 9.
ね、行こう。ほら、早く。
I don't wanna. She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. There was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. That's very contradicting. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess, filled with love. That's not... No, whatever.
純平。
Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep, so deep, Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack, and his heart began to melt.
純平。
The hand she was offering him. It looked so soft, so inviting.
It's...
Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers. She's gonna straight up murder me. Yep. Knew it. Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. Kill her! Kill her! He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody, then screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually, his movements slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body begin to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothingness, he saw Clover.
ありがとう。
Doesn't even... whatever.
それじゃあこれ。借り。
Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse. Bad end. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Saw the axe ending in 999. Oh my goodness. You have reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all information you've required. Memory of Escape has been added to the title sequence. Memory of Escape enables you to replay the escape rooms you have completed. Okay. Would you like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough? After saving, the game will restart from the beginning. Please select a save slot. Yeah, sure. Hold on. I want to save here, yes. Save complete. Access the flowchart or return to the beginning title screen to start. Okay. So, locked. So this is locked. Okay. Or no, unlocked. So locked. Unlocked. Locked. Okay. So this is going to be the confusing part. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning of this nonsense. We'll go through these one by one. So we're going to start until we go to, we'll go here. The 4 and 5 doors. So we went through door 4. Now let's go to 5.
だからそれはもう終
No,
わった話だ。
novel screen.
だが、それ。
これここで俺
We're going to skip all of
いや
this.
もう
ゼロ。
まあ、このま。
ニルス。
あ
で
Hold
も
on. Usually these... Darn it, you little... What? Let me...
なんだ
Where's my options? Auto, there we go.
誰がどっちの扉
Well, no, hold on. Is there another...
so
Stop. Skip. There we go. There we go. I'm like, usually these kinds of things have this. Okay. Put on stop.
5するとなんか違う8た22
Okay, yeah.
4だ残った
じゃあ
Okay, no. I thought that was the decision.
うまい
No.
具合に分か
Skip.
れた
Skip through the nonsense. Okay, stop. Decided to be door 5.
待ってくれ
Junpei's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking toward the door stopped and turned back toward him.
俺も5の扉に入らせてくれ
The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up.
ちょっと何言ってるんですか純平くんだったら私も一緒に行きます
Woman! He turned around to look at
ダ
her.
メだお前を連れて行くわけにはいかない
なんでですか
あの現場に踏み込むことになるんだぞ耐えられるのかよ
それは
June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions.
頼む5の扉に入らせてくれ
Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man.
参ったな。振り出しに戻っちまったじゃねえか。
順平くんのバングルナンバーは5だったね。だとすると順平くんを加えるのであれば僕ら4人の中から5を引かなければならないことになる。
Snake turned to Ace.
一宮さん 四つ葉のこと頼んだよ。
ああ、私は別に構わないが。
1 plus 4 equals 5.
お兄ちゃん
That is not what she said, but yeah, I know the subtitles are meant for the English voices, whatever.
お前は他のみんなと一緒に4の扉へ。
嫌だよ
わがままを言うんじゃない。
Snake's tone was harsh.
そなの
Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened, and he put his arm around Clover. Here we go. He held her close and whispered into her ear.
大丈夫だ。安心しろ。
It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them.
なんだニルスのやつ。
He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
わかったよ。
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. Before long, new teams were assembled.
最後にもう一度確認しよう。5の扉に入るメンバーは
Me,
7、
Seven, and
Nilsson.
Snake.
俺、7足す2
14,
足す
1 plus
5
4 equals
の
5.
合計は14。14の数字根は1足す4で5になる。4の扉に入るメンバーは
June, Clover, Snake.
ヤシロ、
And Lotus. For goodness
Murasaki,
sakes, full
Ichimiya,
party.
四つ葉。
Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover.
8足す3足す6足す1足す4の合計は22だ。
2 plus 2 equals 4.
22の数字根は2足す2で4になる。というわけだが、これでいいか？
異論はないぞ。
やろ
よし。それじゃあ、
Seven and Snake. Let's go, baby. My mans. Seven, Snake, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. Screen of the RED showed 3 asterisks.
あとはレバーを下げるだけか。よし。それじゃあ、行ってくるよ。
Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the RED.
はい気をつけてくださいね
Concern concern was written plainly across her face.
Ah.
Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open.
開いた。
Ahead of them, in the small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the 9th man.
ひでえありさまだな。
これが、あの9番の男なのか。
And now I get the 9th bracelet. Me! For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7, too, seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following. We only have 9 seconds, man. Come
血
on.
の中を平然と。
ねえ、僕を殺すつもりなのかい？扉が開いている時間は9秒しかないんだよ。
Mm-hmm. He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked toward one shoulder.
すまない。
行くぞ。
Junpei and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all 3 men. Seven and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. On both of them, and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life.
カウントダウンが始まりやがった。
They had scarcely processed this information when... Alright, find the DEAD. With a metallic slam, the numbered door behind them swung shut.
くそ、扉が。
退路は断たれた。 あとは解除装置を見つけない限り。
おい、出たどこだ。
The fear and urgency in Seven's face reflected what all three of them felt.
どこって。
落ち着いて、周りをよく見て。
ああ、分かってるよ。
Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the DEAD. He found it easily enough. It was on the wall next to the closed door labeled 5.
あった、ここだ。
As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down. Yay!
止まったみたいだな。
As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand.
ヒヤヒヤさせてくれるぜ。
Yay, no explosions. At least not yet. A muscle stood out in Seven's neck, and the corners of his mouth were twitching.
淳平くん、大丈夫ですか？お兄ちゃん、平気？
Yes. They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distant, from the other side of their door.
ああ、大丈夫だ。
起爆送信機は止まったよ。
They heard relieved sighs, and even through the door, the three men could feel the tension disperse.
それじゃあ、俺たちは先に行くぜ。お前らも気をつけろよ。
わかったわ。
了解だ。
言ったか。
They heard footsteps moving away, and before long, they were alone again.
さてと。
Junpei looked around.
この通路は行き止まりか。
Indeed, we only have that door on the left. The hallway ended roughly 20 or 30 feet from where they stood.
この壁、動いたりとか。ダメだ、びくともしない。
I was about to say, that is a giant metal-like blockade, my mans.
こっ
You
ち
may
に
be
扉がある
strong,
ぞ。
but you ain't that strong. To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. B-53, first class. In the middle of it was a plaque that read first class.
一等選出か。
らしいな。
入ってみよう。それじゃ、行くよ。
おう。
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but he stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why.
見るまいとは思っていたけど。
Look at the dead corpse, Junpei. Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his
ひ
mind.
どすぎる。もう形も何もあったもんじゃないな。
What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit. Junpei grabbed the bracelet. Yes, I know, right? As though something had chewed through up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood. The lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor. The awkward twisted tangle of shredded intestines. The head, wretched to some grotesque, unnatural position.
これはあの男
Grab
が
the
身につけてたもの
bracelet.
か。
You stupid bastard. The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked and the frame bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its
ア
face.
ングルが外れてる。そうか。確か。ず
最後にバーナーを外す方法についてほしい。それは2つしかない。1つはこの船から脱出すること。もう1つは心拍数がゼロになる。外に出るか、はめている人間の心臓が停止すれば、ラムは自動的に外れるようになっている。
死んだから バングルが外れたんだ。
Take the bracelet.
でもここまでぐちゃぐちゃになるんじゃな。あれが元は人だったって言うんだから。
And there goes the contents of his gut. Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse, and a knot of muscle gripped his throat.
想像しただけで吐きそうだ。
Take the bracelet, please! He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first class cabin. The atmosphere changed immediately. You didn't take the bracelet, you little idiot. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for wear.
あれ、あいつらはどこに？
He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were two doors on the right side of the room. He opened the one on his right and went through.
この先か？
On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door at the other end, and peeked through. There they were, to his right, busy examining something.
どうしたんだ？
He stepped through the door and walked toward them.
見ろよ、
Oh.
これ。ドアにわけのわからねえ装置がついてやがる。
That's different.
赤いランプがついてるな。ロックがかかっ
Is
て
it a
るのか？
pressurized lock?
そうらしいね。
他に出口は？
ざっと調べてみたが、なさそうだ。
ってことは、このドアを開かない限り。
ああ、先には進めないってことになるね。
Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room.
ここは、ベッドルームみたいだな。
さっき最初に入った部屋はリビングだろうね。
とにかく、あのドアを開く方法を探そう。さあ、行動開始だ。
Find a way out. First class cabin. Okay, we have a lot of rooms to explore, actually. First, let's start with this one. Aha! A score plate, A. I see, this feels like glass. A rectangular plate of glass. Is there something written on the surface? Yeah, it's a sheet of music with a couple of A notes. Just A's? Yeah, that's it. Kinda weird, huh? It took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei thought, not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. Oh, excuse me. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity.
どうしたんだ？急になんか挙動不審だぞ。
Snake waited a moment before answering.
ちょっとね、奇妙な音が聞こえたものだから。
Oh ho, a crow.
奇妙な音？
いや、なんでもない。特に異常はなさそうだ。僕は自分で言うのもなんだけれど、人並み外れた聴覚を持っていてね。
I mean, you're blind, so one of your senses was bound to be enhanced to compensate for it. So, I mean, hey, getting auditory senses to be the compensated one is definitely a plus.
だから、些細な物音でも気になってしまうんだよ。
もしかして、千里先に落ちた針の音までとか言い出すんじゃないだろうな。
さすがにそれは無理だよ。でも、かすかな足音や息遣い、その他諸々の反響音から物体の位置を把握することなら可能だ。
ああ、そういえばお前、さっき四つ葉が大階段で倒れた時、すぐにその場に駆け寄ってたよな。あれも？
その通り、音で分かったのさ。
Indeed.
だから僕は
It's kind of hard to
ある
hear.
程度の速度
It's
で
kind of hard to
走る
not
ことが
hear
できるし
someone falling down the stairs when you're right next to them.
もしも誰かが殴りかかってきたら返り討ちにすることだってできる。
Dang, Snake. All right, bro.
本当にそんなことが？
Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical.
もしかして疑ってるのかい？
Bruh, sure. If you want,
試してみたらどうだ？
if you want to spar, sure. I mean, we don't have time, really, but still.
さあ、無駄話はこれで終わりだ。探索を再開しよ
With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. Anything else on the bed? A bed with a canopy. I've seen these things in movies and stuff, but never in real life. True, you don't see too many these days. I can't see the details, obviously, but I imagine it's one of those princess beds Clover is so fond of. Clover wants one of these? Yes. She wants a princess bed. Didn't I say that? You think it doesn't suit her? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Junpei, judge her by appearances, will you? And well, you should not. Well, yeah, she murdered me in one of the endings. White desk. Feels kind of fancy. It's a small round chair. Looks like it probably goes to the vanity. It's totally a table with a mirror. Ah, yes. You know, that sort of thing is known as a vanity. Were you aware of that, Junpei? Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. I'm judging her for going, you grabbed the bracelet, I was clipping you, telling him to grab it and calling him a stupid bastard. No, he didn't grab the bracelet. He did not grab the bracelet, and I'm upset about it. I'm judging her for going crazy in another timeline, thanks. Yeah, pretty much. As such, you could say that every day when a woman looks into one of these, she is staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad? That strikes me as... Actually, never mind. Oh, hey! What's this? This isn't a score. Is this a map of the ship? A map? There's a map of the ship here? Yeah. Then I imagine it will prove very helpful. You'd best hold on to it, Junpei. Okay. It's now possible to use the map screen. Yay! A piano keyboard. What is Snake doing? He can't play, can he? Can he play Moonlight Sonata? Can he do it? This piano. There's something amiss with the keys. You mean it's out of tune or something? No, not that. It's properly tuned, just... Well, the sounds are clearly, purposefully different. The C key doesn't yield a C, but rather a different note entirely. Same goes for the D keys. Then play some other note. Huh? Why do you think it's like that? Isn't it painfully obvious? Zero modified it in some way. Tuned in a different key, yeah. This piano, you see, is part of one of the puzzles Zero has set for us. Like you can do to a guitar. Yeah, you just tune it differently. Perhaps if we play the keys in the correct order, something will happen. In other words, we need to play a song on the piano. I believe so. Well, first... Aww. I was hoping there was something in the things. Okay, first things first. White desk, Snake's rubbing it. That's my man's. Save that, never mind. This is a high-quality desk. Teak, or perhaps mahogany. Whoa, how can you tell? Oh, I have my ways. This door. There's a safe. The safe is locked. It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a key. We just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Did you find anything, Seven? Nope. How about you, Snake? I also found nothing. Open the thing. Ooh! C. Alright, well, we need B. Yes. Well, this feels like glass. A rectangle of glass. Transparent, I assume? I can feel something printed on the surface. What is it? A sheet of music with some C notes on it. Okay, briefcase, a leather suitcase. There's nothing inside. I can tell by the weight, and it makes no noise when shaken. It might not be B. Could it be D? And then we'll find another C? And then we just make AC/DC? It's a leather suitcase. Is it gonna be the same? Unfortunately, there's nothing inside. Yeah, I figured. Goodness sakes, there's a lot of... I mean, not too many rooms, I suppose. Decent amount for sure, but still. It's a light switch. Nothing happens when I press it. Boo. Alright. Lights, huh? Nope, doesn't look like there's anything hidden there. Bathtub. Think of the music scale and how both of these letters are on lines. I mean, yeah, true. Is there ash or something in this water? No. Looks kind of gray. It may just be old water. Let's just pull the plug. No, hold on. Maybe we can, I don't know, use it for something. Use it for something? Bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. Well, the sink's clean. Any water? Nothing's coming out. We've got the faucet on all the way, but I can't hear anything. The lights seem perfectly ordinary. Showerhead. Testing, testing. Hey, it's great to see you all here. I just flew in from New York, and boy, my arms are tired. Yes, thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. That's not a mic, 7. It's just a showerhead. What? What the hell? Oh, you my mans, please do not tell me you actually thought. I wanted to see this immediately. It's a heavy piece of paper that's been folded in half, like when we first went into the room. It's a score printed on the front. Score, that's gotta mean musical score. If that's true, then the score we found was probably in here. At least at some point. Okay, cool. Somebody spent a lot of time carving the legs of this chair. They'll snap like a twig if 7 sits on it, though. Mind your own business. This is some sort of antique desk. Makes sense, though, I guess. Oh, this whole room's full of antiques. You could get a nice handful of cash for all this stuff in here. Fireplace. What? Oh, it's glass. It's not gonna... There's an iron grate in front of the fireplace. There's something behind it. It's the music piece. Huh? There's something in the back. Let's see if I can reach it. You're going to burn your hand. Just a little. God damn, that's hot. You aren't real smart, are you? Says the one who thought a mic was a shower, or who thought a shower head was a mic. Come on. Of course it's gonna be hot. It's a fire. Even a monkey knows it shouldn't stick its hand in a fire. Get. Couch. This couch looks just big enough for 3 people. Looks perfect for me. What? Perfect for an elegant gentleman like myself. The couch looks a lot more elegant. Hey, there's something you aren't saying? Never mind. Oh no, it's just neither of their turn with the brain cell, it's snakes. Yeah. A vase. I get it. You're gonna use this vase, right? It's pretty clever, Junpei. We just gotta fill this thing with what? I mean, actually, I wasn't thinking about that. Way to point that out, actually, 7. You know, props to you on that one, actually. The bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. All right. Shouldn't be too hard to fill this vase up. I thought we were gonna have to use some, like, prongs to grab the music sheet and pull it out, but this works doubly as well. A vase filled with water. And a toy latte. There's some toilet paper on the wall there. Nothing that looks suspicious. But he's in the toilet? It's a toilet. Doesn't seem to be anything in the toilet or the tank. Darn it. No, not the one I wanted to go down. I already did that. Nope. Toss it. About time, buddy. Let's do it. Here we go. Ha ha ha. Good job. Another success. That fire didn't stand a chance. Alright, I'll just pull this out now. Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves. Score plate. Okay. I presume we overlay this with the actual score plate. It's a ceramic plate of some kind. It looks like a blank sheet of music. This is some kind of transparent glass plate. It's got a C note on the staff here a couple of times. 7, you can read music? Huh? Didn't call that one. What, you think I'm some kind of idiot? Oh, it was him saying that earlier. Never mind, I thought it was Junpei. Whatever. Yeah, I know how to read music. Let me take another sip. Okay, so 7 briefly had the brain cell. Yes, he did. As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket. Uh-oh. 7 cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall in time to steady himself and avoid the floor. But his face was flushed and looked startled.
おい、どうしたんだよ、セブン。大丈夫か？
大丈夫だ。ちょっとめまいがしてな。
Probably after this escape room is where I will end it for the time being. 7 rubbed a couple of fingers across his brow and then shook his head, as if to clear it. Probably the last time this stream I can pay. Yeah, I mean, for this stream, yes.
突然めまいに襲われたり、記憶障害を患ってたり。
It's a conspiracy, I tells you.
記憶。
Junpei couldn't hide the surprise in his voice. 7, for his part, seemed unconcerned.
ああ、そうか。お前にはまだ言ってなかったな。
Point-wise, I'm at 0. Did you manage to get just the perfect amount of points for the pet thing? That is amazing if that is the case.
目覚める前のことを何も思い出すことができない。
Yeah, okay.
だから、お前以外の全員は。
ちょっと待ってくれ。それってもっと一般的な言葉で言うと。
Yes.
そうだな。
In probably our case is medically induced amnesia.
どうして記憶喪失なんかに？
それが分かりゃ、記憶喪失じゃねえだろうが。
True.
まあ、そうだけど。
Junpei paused for a moment and stared at 7.
でも、それって本当なのか？
あ？
記憶喪失にしてはやけに落ち着いてるっていうか、本当ならもっとこううろたえたり取り乱したりするはずだろ？
最初はもちろんうろたえたさ。D デッキの選出で目覚めた時はな。
Fair.
だが、あれからもうだいぶ時間が経ってる。慣れちまったんだよ。諦めることにしたんだ。悶々と思い悩んでたって仕方がね。記憶喪失ってやつは大抵は一過性のもんだしね。
Also true.
ほっときゃそのうち治るだろ。
Just reminds me of that news article. Local man who has amnesia forgot he had amnesia. Oh no, it wasn't. He forgot he had amnesia. It was he forgot he had like some sort of illness, and then the illness went away. Something silly like that from some article. Oh, I forget what it was.
もんか？
そういうもんだよ。
I'll have to find it again later. That article absolutely killed me when I read it, or at least when I read the headline.
さあ、
Pretty sure it was from like Babylon Bee or one of those parody article sites, but still. 7 gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret, and turned to walk away.
そうか。それで。
Somehow, though, Junpei didn't find his reassurances very reassuring. Alright, well, Never mind. There we go. It was a G. We have A, G, C. This is a suitcase made of leather that, this is a suitcase made of leather, the color of rich mahogany. I like the one where the lady got amnesia, then fell in love with her husband all over again. I thought it was cute. Yeah, I remember reading the headline for that as well. It was adorable. Well, shoot. Looks like there's nothing in it. Okay, I presume we have all the pieces we need. Music stand. Might as well put the music I found on it. I'll put the ceramic plate on the bottom. And the glass plates on top. Wait a minute. What's wrong? Well, I put them all on top of each other, but they look odd. Doesn't really look like a song. Then in all likelihood, we haven't found them all. We need to find more glass plates. Well, never mind. I thought I did, but... Is it under the bed? No. Oh yeah, there's also this little thing here. So this is the locking thing. It's flashing red. That's usually not a good sign. Is that a microphone? Oh, it's a sound one. A sound activated one. It looks like a satellite dish. Let me see. Well, judging by the feel of it, I would guess that we are meant to produce some sort of sound. And this device will sense it and unlock. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so where have we gone through already? So we've been in all the rooms. We just need to find the thing for the, save here. Save with the dialogue. We won't be able to unless we know the numbers. Nothing in the suitcases. Fine. My desk seems fancy. We have the lock there. Mirror. The drawers are empty. We already checked. No, not this one. Go through here. Go over here. Can't really turn in here. Sinks. Yep. Mirror. I was kidding. Terrifying giant man in a beanie stuck in a cramped bathroom with this beast of a man. What would my parents say? Something wrong, Junpei? He looks real sad all of a sudden. No, nothing. Couple light fixtures seem perfectly ordinary. Can we pull this now? It's a plug on the end of the chain. Alright, why don't we just drain the water? Yeah, good plan. Alright, where's this thing? Good tug ought to be enough to get it out. Huh? Oh my goodness, there was another plate in there. Okay, sure, fair enough. Old-fashioned desk, adds a little class to the room. Score. Wait a second, hold on. Never mind. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Hey, Junpei, where are you going? Didn't we come out of that door? No point to going back there. All that's out there are a locked numbered door and a dead body, or what's left of it. Yeah. Need to do a different voice for 7. That old one's killing my throat. Let's see. Toy lattes. And coming out of the toilet. No, just kidding. Yeah, not funny. Too old for this shit. Okay, now can we do it? Yes, yes. Alright, all good. Okay, now we got it. Junpei, you failed the brain cell check with the bracelet and we're still upset. Yes. Sweet. Now I can play the music. Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I am unable to, you see. I'm sure I needed to tell you, but... The keys on this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth. You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. Do you understand? Yeah. Alright, let's give it a shot. Almost. Okay, so third key. You little... Okay, hold on. Okay, none of the black keys work. Okay, so 3, 4, 6... Nope, okay. 3, 4, almost. 3, 4, 5? And then 6. Come on. 3, 4... Darn it. 3, 4, 5, 6... 3... It wasn't 4, it was 7? No. Was it... Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6... 3... It's not 4. Oh, it's 5. 4... 3... Okay, so 3, 4, 5... Okay, so let me think. So, 4, 3, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. My grandma, back when she used to live in, or back before she went into a retirement home, had a clock that would actually make that sound on the hour every hour. Because after that little tune of da 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 da, it would just ring what hour it was. And we're done. Music is not my forte. Wait, what was that noise? Junpei, we did it. Looks like it worked. I heard something unlock over by the exit. What about the thing? Let's go. Good plan. Rita had a clock that did that. Shivers. Fair enough. Stand. Bow. Be seated. Well, I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Yes, I suppose that was the classroom bell, wasn't it? I don't imagine that's what Zero was thinking of, however. No. Zero almost certainly meant to suggest Westminster, not middle school. Westminster? Oh, no, it is Westminster. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a German word. Nope, that's English. The palace in London that plays host these days to the Houses of Parliament. You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. London, the capital of England, huh? At any rate, the door is now unlocked. Let's leave this place immediately. But we never got the thing for the... whatever. Alright, let's go. What was this? What was the save for then? You found it. He came out of the door and into a long, straight hallway. We will save that for next time. Ah, the axe. Return to title screen, yes. Aye. Alright. Yes. We have... Hold on. Let me exit the game. Yes. We have done it. We have completed an ending. And we got ourselves absolutely murdered because of it. But the time has come that we must raid someone. Hold on. So let me see who's live, who's doing their things. Project Melody is doing Pal World. Voxandra is continuing playing through Final Fantasy. I don't know which Final Fantasy. Very nice. You saw the Junpei dies in it. Yeah, literally the first ending I get. Bad ending. That seems about right for me, honestly. Let's see. What Final Fantasy is Voxandra playing? Which one is she playing? I think it's like Final Fantasy. It's like, oh goodness. Which one? Is it no, it's Final Fantasy, the one with, it's Final Fantasy 8. That's the one she's playing. We all get bad endings first IRL. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Voxandra's playing Final Fantasy VIII. Vine Sauce is playing RimWorld. Pay Money Wubby's just chatting. Oh, that's right. He's doing his Japan stream. Right. Yanders is playing Lucius. Gigaboots is doing the Big Think Dimension live. I still need to catch up on that. GDQ's going on, actually. So who to raid? Goodness, I look at my recommended channels and I see a one that I did not expect to see and am not going to click on. I stopped watching Wubby after you. Oh, gotcha. He still makes great content. Like, he's got a highlights channel now and everything, and he does fantastic stuff. But either way. I just haven't felt like it since. That is absolutely fair. All right, we are going to raid. Yeah, let's just raid Gigaboots. I probably won't tune in for too long because I still need to catch up on Big Think Dimension, but they're talking about the death of Xbox, so that, you know, that's sure to be interesting. Gigaboots. Actually, let me make sure they're not just going to be, like, ending soon, because their podcasts usually go on for, like, a few hours. So let me see. No, they're still going. They're probably getting close to the endish soon. So, either way. Either way, we are going to raid Gigaboots. They're probably not going to, you know, pay attention too much to the notification because they're doing a live podcast thing. But, you know, still give them support either way. There are some very good and fun lads. Oh, excuse me, goodness sakes. There are some very fun and good lads that are very informative on the gaming news and so forth, and then just make great content in general. But yes. So, next time, probably going to be next week, because oh boy, do I have to deal with some nonsense on Friday and so forth. But yes, we will continue with 999. We will get another ending and hopefully figure some more stuff out. And honestly, we'll probably be able to get through the rest of 999 this month. And then we'll move on to either something else or we'll go immediately into Virtue's Last Reward. Or whatever the second nonary game is. Second nonary game is. But either way, time is running out for me here. So I will talk to you all later. And until next time, I will see you all later. Goodbye.